Alright, so I made a video on another channel a while back, and there were a lot of questions about this bike, and I never saw any of them. So I'm going to repost it and just do a walk and talk around the thing. It's a Suzuki Savage S40. I got this thing about 12 years ago. It was wrecked, had a bad top end, which is pretty common to them. They blow head gaskets and pistons because it's a single cylinder, high compression engine. Took the whole thing apart, stretched it out quite a bit. It's a little smaller than I like personally, so it has an extended fork up front, extended triple trees, and the handlebars are mounted to the triple tree extension, so it doesn't come off where the handlebars used to mount. It's about 4 inches forward. And with that I added some lights and just some decorative stuff to give it some structure. Recently added a windshield, which I like. Keeps the bugs off me, but it slows it down. With that I did a steering damper, because the wind transfer and vibration from the engine going down the road at 70 is a little bit much for a little bike like this. Did a street sweeper front fender, white wall tire. Welded up some chain we had laying around, made highway bars. Just recently changed the kickstand. Tough to see at this angle. That's a ratchet, 1/2-inch ratchet. Have one on the other side too. Doubles as a foot peg, and you can lock it in any position to make it a kickstand so it can lead either side. Everything from the forward controls back was custom fabricated. That's an Intermatic time clock box from an old electrical installation. The exhaust pipe was mandrel bent, I think it was 1 1/4 inch, into a glass pack muffler off an old hot rod to a downspout wrapped in heat tape. These that look like air cleaners are actually Super Wooloo horns, pretty loud. This is an old Bubba mug that I had carried around for years for coffee. Doubles as a storage container now. It's got a gauge out of a fire extinguisher that totally non-functional. The key is underneath the seat, and it's slightly different than factory configuration. On this side I have a breather apparatus that goes to a 3.5-inch backbone that I made out of a old basketball hoop for gas overflow. So I have about 5 gallons more of capacity altogether when that dumps out of the backbone into what was a fire extinguisher. And gets pumped up into the carb. This is a battery box that I made out of a ammunition can, and all the electronics are inside of it. The saddlebags are one of the few things that were purchased. The seat was made from an old leather jacket and water heater interior. The rear light assembly was made from a Bandex Band-Aid box, and diamond plate was put top and bottom to give it a hologram effect when the LEDs kick on. All the bracketry in the rear fender were fabricated just from scrap steel to accommodate the bags. That's about it.